Yeah, I'm thinking a lot here. I'm doing a lot of theory crafting. So I guess I'm gonna share with the class what I've been theory crafting. This is Jed's updated version, or I took Jed's updated and updated it. I added 1 Ygra. I added 2 Reefs. I'm not a scam hater. I'll talk about scam in just a second. I am a hater, but I've got my reasons. I also added 1 Sandman and a Living Conundrum in the sideboard. This makes a lot more sense in this list compared to Elementals because you have 4 Formidable Speakers to tutor for. And 4 Kavaeros to get it into play as well. So yeah, let's talk about this list. By the way, I'm not locked in. I'm just theory crafting. I'm just talking about it. It is an option. So I have not submitted yet, but let's talk a little bit about scam. I might even add a 5th copy of the scam, but I'll explain what my reasoning are for going back into scam and don't accidentally miss submission. All right, how about this? I'll make an alarm clock. I'll set an alarm clock for 15 minutes before we have to submit. Deal? Even 20. 5:39 p.m. Can't miss it. That gives me 20 minutes to even have my internet turn off, reset it. We should be fine. Your version dips into white. You can send it to me, Z Games. I would be interested to see it because this is all theory crafting from last night. I've just been I took the day off. I didn't play any games. I was just on my phone and I was just thinking what the metagame is, how it's going to change, what the best way to combat it. So yeah, if you're open to it, I will share why I dip into white. Absolutely. Take a look at Helga. How about send the list though too, because I do know what Helga does and it seems pretty strong. But again, I just haven't played any games, so I would be concerned about the mana base most than anything else. Let's talk about the metagame and let's talk about, so the metagame is, to me, going to be Izzet Lessons, Mono Green, and Dimir Doomsday. Those are going to be the 3 biggest decks, in my opinion. Now, there's going to be some Elementals. There'll be some Dimir mid-range as well. Shaloop, thank you for the Prime. Also, I think we missed, I think I missed a sub earlier too. I think it was It's Your Girl Summer. Yeah, It's Your Girl Summer, thank you for the Prime as well. Sorry I missed it. I guess still in the starting screen. But appreciate you both. And yeah, quick rundown. Santiago showed us a lot of mono green, popularity of mono green. Lessons is somewhat back. Dimir midrange and Dimir Doomsday. Those are going to be the top 3 decks. I said the top 3, and I think Dimir midrange is going to be a little bit lower. Blue-white tempo might be something as well. I think control isn't going to see as much play. So I am kind of open to playing a deck that is a little bit worse against control. Dimir Doomsday is going to be the control deck, basically. I don't think there's going to be like Jeskai or Blue-White or even Dimir control, or Sultai control. So, yeah, this is where we're at. We're trying to beat Lessons, Mono Green, priority number 1, Dimir Doomsday, number 3. My thoughts about the scam cards, Not Dead After All, and the Undying Malice are, with Sunderflock, when you were playing the Elemental deck, Sunderflock seemed a little bit too slow against the mono green decks in a lot of situations, unless you have Flamebreeder and you go Flamebreeder, Wistfulness, or 5-drop, and then Sunderflock. This deck is a lot better at getting Sunderflock into play and even finding one. Since you can scam any elemental, you're just way faster. You can play it on turn 4. You scam on turn 3, you play Sunderflock on turn 4. From there, you Formidable Speaker into another Sunderflock, and you're kind of just going ham. Moxfield formatting got messed up, cleaning it up now. Yeah, sounds good, Z Games. No rush. So, yeah, basically, scam here is to enable Sunderflock shenanigans as fast as possible, which is going to be the best thing to do against mono green, in my opinion. And also, if some Cubs make it, Cubs, people are going to play Cubs. It's just not going to be the most popular deck, in my opinion. Being able to Sunderflock multiple turns is huge. Sunderflock, and yeah, this is strictly a metagame call. I don't think this is like the most powerful deck. I think this deck definitely has weaknesses. But yeah, if you're able to scam a elemental on turn 3 and then play Sunderflock, if you have an answer to a Hydra or they don't even have a Hydra, I'm pretty sure you're going to beat the mono green deck. And that's a pretty big part of the field. I think people are trying to play that deck, and it's super powerful. Now, sideboard, you get Living Conundrum, which is, I think, again, haven't played any games, but in theory, actually very good against Dimir Doomsday. And you've got a lot of ways to get it into play, tutor it, etc. We've got Ygra against Elementals. After we played a few games, I decided or confirmed that Ygra is really good against Lessons if you can resolve it. This deck has 4 Cavern of Souls, so you definitely can resolve it. You could also tutor for the Ygra as well, and yeah, this deck is really good at, you know, getting Ygra into play if you need one. So very strong card here against Lessons, and is a tutorable target. Emptiness, another removal, like this isn't really a removal spell if you look at it. And then we've got our Deceit, Wistfulness, Sunderflock. I mean, again, this deck is pretty linear. You are just going Sunderflock into Formidable Speaker, blah blah blah, chain, bounce and bounce, and eventually win. Is worth to run a few drums so you can skim on turn 2. Possibly, maybe you could play 1 or 2 drums. The problem with drums, and the problem with scam also, is that there's a finite amount of cards that you want to play. You just can't take out any of these cards, I don't think. So you basically have to replace lands for drums, or maybe 1 copy of one of these cards, but I don't know what they would be. I feel like if you go down to 25 lands, you're not playing enough, because you are, at the end of the day, hard casting 5s, 6s. Is 3 Emptiness good? So it's your removal, and it's pretty solid with the Malice. If you take out Emptiness, you are only left with 8 Evoke Elementals, which is not enough for the scam cards. So if you move into a different color and play Vibrance, like the other decks have, that is more reasonable to do. But then you don't have really, if you're playing Ashling and Vibrance, you don't really play Formidable Speaker anymore, and now you become a worse Sunderflock deck. So again, I haven't played any games, so on Awakening Undead, I don't think so. You have 4 Cavern of Souls and Secluded Courtyard. Alright, let's see what you did. Sideboard definitely needs work. I also think Ygra should be worked in. Or would you do C games? Let's see. 4 color, Hega, Elemental Scam, Ardent, Deceit, Emptiness, Formidable, Glarb, Harvester, Helga, Kavaero, Overlord, Vibrance, Wistfulness. But Helga is not an elemental. Sure, I went full math meme yesterday. I did. Helga's like beans. Yeah. It seems strong. I don't know if I'll jump into a deck like this without. Let's copy it real quick. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, let's save this. No, I know that Helga is powerful. I mean, so is Glarb. Glarb is in our sideboard. You're playing both. I feel like your deck is probably better, but less metagamed towards the tournament. Like, your deck is probably more generically powerful in an open field. Maybe I was thinking of playing 1 Arden, by the way. Yeah, because this is like a pseudo reanimator value deck. Like, this deck looks awesome. It really does look really cool. I don't know how the matchups would fare against Lessons, Mono Green, or what's the other deck I said? Dimir Doomsday. Like, those are the 3 cards I care about. I basically don't care about anything else, and you're not playing Sunderflock, so I can't really see playing this deck. But maybe we can take some ideas from it. Harvester of Misery, Arden, Glarb, Sideboard. You said Sideboard's a mess anyways. Okay. Yeah, I'll save it. Yeah, exactly. You built it for the ladder. This is a meta, like, again, I would not play this deck for the ladder, in the ladder, unless I think that the ladder is as metagamed as this tournament is going to be. So it's a metagame call. Maybe I'll be wrong. I could see taking out one Formidable Speaker for 1 copy of something. Like, we could play an Arden. I don't think you really need it. I think the deck just probably wins just hard casting Deceits, tutoring for them. The other card I was thinking of is 1 copy of Overlord over 1 Formidable Speaker. This one of the Bailmerk. I don't have the heart to accidentally mill the Arden against demons. That's fair. That's fair. Jahar Sunderflock will be good against demons or against airbending. Yeah, I will. I like to have a Riddler with Speaker so you can refill your hand, but of course we have 2 in the sideboard. Yeah, I just don't know what to cut. Like, the problem is if you're playing this card, you just don't reel in hexes and tactics. You've got to decide. You can try to take out the tactics, put in like one more copy of Scam, and put in like an Overlord. I could see doing that. Maybe you don't need tactics. Should we play some games? I like cutting Speaker for Overlord. Overlord for 4th Speaker. Yeah, just do this. Play games. All right. Who wants to challenge me playing mono green? Mono green landfall. Who's a mono green landfall player? We got we got about 2 hours. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of the scam cards, to be fair, but it is a way to cheat your elementals. Yeah, Cho streaming. I actually asked Cho already on stream, but he didn't answer. I think he was busy and didn't see. I didn't want to keep spamming his phone. I can message him here maybe. Shit. Yeah, I'm not sure about the tactics. I'm also not sure about, maybe you want like 2 Overlord of the Bailmerk. This deck does have a weakness to graveyard though, like already, because the scam cards are graveyard stuff, so, and then Kavaero is graveyard stuff. The elementals not being entered the battlefield really hurts value of scam, but I was gonna make some food after I can after. Only problem is Lessons. Have I tried Wagon in this deck? I have not, but there's only 1 basic. I'm not going to push the mana base. I think the mana base is not really what you want to be doing right now, or moving the mana base is not really what I want to be doing right now to make Wagon work. I also, again, don't even know what I would take out for Wagon. Like, I would just be at 63 cards at this point. So there's a few cards that I would want to play in this deck that I don't have space for. Another Overlord, maybe a Winter Night Stories, another scam card, maybe Springleaf Drum. So there's a lot of options that at the moment we just can't really play. I was saying Tactics is good, but Lessons doesn't have a lot of hits. Yeah, it could also be Duress, by the way. It could just be Duress. Or it could just be not a discard spell. Like, we already have 4 Deceits. We could just have 1 more scam card and like a Springleaf Drum. Or 1 Overlord and another scam or something. What's the point of Overlord? It's so useless without reanimation. Well, you have 4 Caveros. 1 second. Emptiness feels the most sus to me, all the cards in the deck. Well, Emptiness works with the scam cards. Like, it's not... It's more of a removal spell. Like, you can kill a Cobb or an Elf or something with this card. And then also, you can get back Formidable Speaker. You can get back Glarb. I think this is a card you kind of have to have if you're playing scam. Or if you want to move into a different color, you can. But you need to have more elementals than just... more incarnations. More than just the current 8. You know? Yeah, you need to basically play Vibrance, but for now, this mana base does not cooperate with Vibrance. And at that point, if you're playing Vibrance, you want Ashling, and then you're a different deck, which, again, those cards are great. Maybe that's even a better version. Okay, this is the hand we were looking at to see if we're losing with this hand. Basically off this deck, right? Is that fair to say? If we don't get to if we get to Deceit and then turn 3 Sunderflock and then Sunderflock, come on, it's over. If we lose. First play on turn 3 is a bit rough. Yeah, that's kind of what the deck does, though. You don't really have a lot of plays. Nursery, Keen-Eyed. Nursery. Okay, Harmonizer. Let's just grab a Harmonizer, I guess. Oh, baby. Tis our plan. Alright, you can go to game 2. So I guess we need to bring in a Heritage Reclamation, because this does get stopped by Sunderflock. Hard to win against 0 hands. Yeah. 0-1, go. I mean, look. If we didn't have this hand, though, like, game 1, we kind of had this hand, but... Okay, let's take out Ygra, Overlord. Hexes. Leave these in. Maybe it's do Wreck, Deadly Cover-Up, Glarb. I think we should probably have Glarb in case there is a Torpor Orb. And, I mean, maybe post-board we can trim some of these. Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Could maybe trim a Formidable Speaker since we have a bunch of Sunderflocks. Could see that. And a Kavaero and like one scam. What do you cut, Hex? Just have Deadly Cover-Ups instead, basically. And my removal seems to be... I rather just not 1-for-1 as removal and just do big things. Like I want to just... Tactics or something instead of remove. And then we have Bitter Triumph for Hydra, but if it's not dealing with Hydra, I don't really want it, basically. I'll keep this hand. Sorry, mouse. Working. No, we need no at the end of the sideboard. We can add at the end of the sideboard. We could. Hold up. This feels like it's too loud still. Sandman Explorer. Alright. The end can target lands. Yeah, the end is a good cyber cards against green. I just don't think you necessarily need it when you have Kavaero and Sunderflock already. The end is a better card for like a control deck or like Dimir Doomsday, I would say. Okay, drew blue mana. Nice. Nice. You have no cards in hand, by the way. You just play this. Discard a Wistfulness. Hey, Joe, thank you for the raid. Hey, what's up, Skylar? It is hard. Welcome, Raiders, by the way. We are currently playing against one of our viewers, challenging each other. We got 2 hours to, or even less than 2 hours at this point, to submit our deck for AC11. So we're checking if our theory crafting is working out. And Cho, let me know when you're done eating and stuff. So, unless because I don't know how long Zombie wants to play for. So, yeah, you can just watch instead. That works for me. All right, so we got Bitter Triumph. We do have double blue, by the way. When we need it, it does cost us damage, but. It's a rough turn. I mean, I guess we probably just go land go and kill the Sandman. I don't think we really have a better play. If you want to test against Lessons, I can play. I think I've played enough against Lessons at this point, but thanks. Maybe I will. I'll let you know. I appreciate it though. Alright. Blocking this one. Gonna kill this. Discard a Deceit at this point. Yeah, Fear. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Brutal. No lands. 26. Guess I pass the turn again? I mean, we could... Yeah, I guess so. Not great. Not great. Yeah, I'll just whatever. Let this happen. Let it happen. Could Wistfulness and top deck a nice scam. That's true. I think we can do that next turn though if we get desperate. Yeah. Interesting. This is all on our turn, on their turn though. So it kind of gives us extra time. Oh man, I should probably discard Deceit, I guess. It's awful. Actually awful, but yeah. Let's play. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it like this. I guess we get to attack first. Do we attack first? We're gonna exile this and then not it after all. Yeah, we don't have to attack first. It's fine. So Lorwyn deck. This is basically John Emanuel Depra's deck from the Pro Tour with some updates for the new meta that I acquired. But yeah, basically a full Lorwyn deck. Alright. Got to the Sunderflock, Explorer. Now it's kind of good though, because we get to Formidable Speaker as long as we're not too low here. Got blue mana. Untap. No. Not that. Untap this one. Use green. Phew. Phew. Okay. Alright, we're doing the thing. Isn't Deceit how you answer that thing in the long... Yeah, I mean, Richter, not in this matchup. Or not in the matchup we were... The salmon in mono green is really nice. I'm happy with one, maybe even two in the list. I thought so. I thought it was good, yeah. Thought it was really good. Alright. I can play you and discard for a cheat for a thing. It's not even that good here. What do we actually tutor for? I mean, we could just grab a nothing. Another Sunderflock. We can't cast, can we? Oh, we can. No, this is in play. Oh yeah. Just do that. Well, there you go. That makes it easy. I was thinking we're one short, but we are not because we have a Sunderflock in play. So kaboom. 3 life. Yeah, sorry. Spaced out for a moment. Got him. Exactly how we drew it up. I mean, it is how we drew it up. But we lost game round 1 too, so yeah. Still got another Sunderflock, so we can afford to do it. Gotta be careful with this freaking... I managed to beat mono green. You should be proud of me. It's an impossible... Okay. Although... it just needed 3 Sunderflocks. Got him though. We got all 3. Okay. Sure. This could be a speaker. But we playing, so let's see. Not sure if it's relevant, but I redeemed it for hat mask. What does that mean though? I don't have a hat or a mask. Hold on, I'm checking what you did. Oh, well, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to... Oh, hats off to you. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. I thought, like, I'm supposed to get a hat out of my room or something. I was confused. Alright, well, Overlord. Kill the elf. We can play a little bit the long game now with Overlord into getting this back. That might be wrong, actually, but me. This one of these will need to be on humans. I mean, we can still Kavaero. Like we get to Kavaero on Emptiness next turn, which might be a bit better. I am playing a scam deck. It's true. It's true. What's up, Blind Guardian? No, I'm not locked in at what I'm playing. I am not. Okay. Black, black, blue. I'll kill the cob. Killing cob. Killing a literal bear, but whatever. Does it say that, Z Games? That's definitely not something I wrote down. Certainly not my description. Oops. Fix it eventually. Not gonna worry about it right now. We got less than an hour and a half before the alarm goes off for submission. And there's another deck I want to talk about too. Not really talk about it, but think about, which is Doomsday with a little bit of differences, key changes. Elemental. Okay. Oh my god. It's a virtual hat. Let's just say that, okay? Virtual hat. Virtual hat. There you go. The way it did that looked weird. Like it dealt 1 damage to Cub first, and then lethal damage? That was really strange. I guess that's just how it works, but that kind of in my brain, it made no sense in my brain is all I'm saying. Feeling a little silly for discarding this one instead of the Reef. Well, we could just play Sunderflock and just bounce Sunderflock. Yeah, sure. Can't really go wrong with this, I don't think. Seeing red unwritten law. 1 second. Okay, added to queue. I can't attack yet, we just have to pass. 3 different. It's fine. But we can Deceit Sunderflock next turn, right? We do have enough blue for that. This is on blue. No, we don't. We're missing 1 blue for that. Damn. Why we can't attack? He's got 3 fetch lands. He's gonna make 3 3/4s. Yeah, the mana base is pretty clean, but it's not very different than Jed's list. I added 2 reefs, but I think the mana base is fine. Could add maybe 1 more blue source. The mana base is basically just black green though. Like you're not playing a billion elementals. So I think this is one of the key elements of this deck is that the mana base is a lot better. Damn, this is rough. I think we just have to Deceit 1 of them away. They make 6 tokens, and then next turn, we probably survive 1 turn. I assume we're gonna have 4 blockers. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. There's going to be 8 attackers. We're going to have 4 blocks. So we're fine. Yeah, one thing to consider is maybe Caveroing the Keen-Eyed. Yep. That's definitely something you could consider at some point if that can come up. It's a bit hard because usually the lands. Oh, you only did it once. Okay. Usually the earthbending lands are like the very first things you end up doing, like on the first 3 turns, and by that point, like it doesn't really end up mattering. Kavaero first 5th Sunderflock. Yeah, that. Probably. Thanks, Fear, for refunding. I like this song a lot, by the way. I think it's already added, but... Oh, maybe not. Okay. No attacks. Choose whatever you want, I'm not putting on a mask. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this for this matchup. I mean, when we're not just extremely flooded. Yep. Let's see. I think we do need to bring this in. I don't know if this was correct the first time, but I'm going to take out the hexes. As I said before, I think the only the creature that matters is Hydra more than anything, and if it's not killing a Hydra, I'm not interested. Heritage Reclamation stops Torpor, because this deck you absolutely do need to have an answer for that. What did I take out last time? I trimmed a few things like that, but I don't know if that was even good. Like one of these, one of these, one of these. Yeah, you can go down to 2. You can go down to 2 deadly cover-ups. They don't make that much sense in the list. So, Sultai, Ella Demons, Maka, looks cool. Glarb, Harvester, Kavaero. I'm gonna keep this hand. Maybe. Sorry, Maka, we don't have that much time to talk about different lists and whatnot. Yeah, we're like got an hour and a half left before we have to submit, but maybe we can talk about it after a stream or another day, okay? But the deck looks pretty cool. Sultai Demons. I like what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, the list is due in like an hour and a half. We do have 2 Surveil lands in the deck. I added 2. There were 2 other, like the blue-black Surveil lands, but I added 2 reefs as a hedge against. One, you can mill, you can self-mill, but also as a hedge against the Doomsday decks. Am I drawing a card here? I think I am. Yeah, this sucks. Need to draw some deadly cover-ups. Okay. Okay, start. Lost in the heat of it all. Emptiness? I'm thinking Emptiness. Could also just be Glarb. Let's Glarb it. Let's Glarb it up. We Glarbin here. Hey yo, I'm Glarbin here. Glarb. Oh yeah. That can kill us. That can be a fat little kill. Lost in the heat of it all. Okay. Guess we need to survive one turn. Could have done this, but I'm gonna take damage anyways, so. Survive? I would have survived better if I had. Oh, sorry. I would have survived more if I had grabbed an Emptiness instead of Glarb. Because we can kill. Not kill the Hydra, but it would be at 1. 1 toughness. 1 power. 1 counter. Or actually, no counters, right? Yeah, 1 counter. Lost in the heat of it all. Can we even block any more damage in this? This is blocking 3. This is blocking 4. Can't block this one. I actually think we want this one. Yeah, I actually want to draw this so I can find Deadly Cover Up. Let's draw that. Nice. Not much of a girlfriend. We're still dead to Bossing Say unless they draw Forest. So we have to grab the Forest. Yeah. Double block, you could have taken the forests. I would have died. Also now we take the forest anyways, and if they have... Okay. We need them to not draw a land, because otherwise the Bossing Say can kill us. But like... Yeah. Alright. Alright. Make sure they're all gone. Nope, I missed one. Yep. What you're saying? That I could have prevented one more damage with blocking the Glarb. Yeah. Oh my god. No! No! Yeah, I could have prevented one more damage by blocking with Glarb and like everything blocking on the 8th toughness, on the 8th power, on the Hydra. No! But if I did that, then I don't have Glarb to find. I guess maybe that's better. I would go to 2. Yeah, I probably should have. Is there a hand consideration not taking? Oh, I was dead on board if I did that. Bossing Say needed one more land, so I had to. I think I'm on Hex over Speaker to slow them down again. But the Speaker, I think you want some number of Speaker still, because it's just really good against or when you have Sunderflock. Like one Sunderflock might not be enough, but Sunderflock with Speaker is basically locks up the game. I don't think I could have drawn any land for mana. You didn't need it though. You just needed a land to attack, right? Like a Fable Passage and a Tunnel still does it, because you just need to make a Bossing Say. I know, I'm saying you didn't need mana, because you had 3 forests in play and a Bossing Say in hand. So... Or sorry, 3 lands, 3 forests and a Bossing Say. So you just need any land. It doesn't need to tap for mana. If you drew a Fable Passage, you can just play, you can just Earthbend on that and attack. It has haste. Yeah, that's fine. The Bossing Say gives it haste. Whichever land is Earthbended. I guess not Bossing Say, but Earthbend. Huh. Nice. Immediate plays. I'm gonna check, by the way, if I'm not doing control. I'm not holding control, and I'm just checking. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it does work, but this might not be a deadly cover-up turn. I guess if they go, yeah, I can probably just discard this. Alright, fine. Okay, it works. What are we doing? Are we locking this deck in? I feel like it's as close as we can get to a good matchup. Does it do well versus Lessons? I mean, in theory, you do similarly to how Elementals does. Like, you're playing 4... hold on, what am I saying? You're playing again, you're playing with 4 Cavern of Souls, and you got your Elementals, you got Ygra. I would say it probably does fine. It's not tested, but... kind of want to just go Emptiness here. Could Sunderflock, bounce, and then Emptiness the Hydra. Maybe that's better. Also, this is already on Elementals. Rename 1 on Human. Okay, that's fine. Just jam. Just jam as quickly as possible too, because it's a lot of damage. Like, they go to 13, then we have 12 power. Yep. Black, blue, black. Still so worried about non-mono green decks? I don't think so. I just don't think this is this. Yeah, I would say people generally do play aggro, but I also don't think this is a very control format anymore. Like, mono green decks is just kind of beating up on all the control decks. So you can't really submit blue-black control, Dimir control, or blue-white control, or Jeskai control. I think the only like the true control deck in the format is Doomsday at this point. Actually, we want this first so we can find a creature. We'll keep that. Don't care about this one. Guess we just say go? I don't know what they're keeping. Yeah, it looks like it's a Roid deck of some kind. Got Bitter Triumph to kill the Roid. This is probably going to be a hard cast this game, so it's going to take 3. Oh, they got 5 mana. Ygra main deck, yeah. Ygra for Lessons. Well, we could try to get lucky. Hit a scam. It's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. Wistfulness. Also, if I hit a Kavaero, I get the Sunderflock next turn, kinda. The other option is to what? Leave up mana. They've got 1, 2. I think we gotta get lucky. I could also kill the Gene. No, that doesn't work. I guess the play is to do this. Yeah, I agree with you, Ravik. Yep. Wow, we missed. Get rid of Ygra, I guess. Actually, do we get rid of Ygra? Formidable Speaker is like getting a thing. Yeah. Okay. This deck's not easy. It's not easy being squeezy. Alright. Shimmering Wilds growth. Okay. No plays. What? What is that? 4 mana, so did they miscount something somewhere? Something white. Yeah, maybe Flanker? Maybe Flanker. Alright, I think the play is to just do this. No, I'm not gonna sack this. They can just tutor for a Keen-Eyed. I'm just gonna grab a hard-casted something. Deceit or whatever. Discard a Reef. And maybe they're just playing on sacking with Fungus. Meringue. Okay. Is Point playing 78 cards? Oh my god, it is 78 card deck. Okay, sure. 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 Play one. Ladder match, they say. It will be fine, they said. Opponent's name is Schizo, too. Playing 78 cards. Yup. Two, they have mana for to kill the fungus. Could just play Emptiness here and just kill a Gene Pollinator or something. Don't really need to play Deceit yet. We just need to hard cast anything. There's no 3-drop, is there? No. Okay. I don't even know if it's better to kill Jean or Elf. Probably Jean because of all the color, but they have starting town anyways. So it'll be Elf. Nice. Bounce these 2 lands. Everything gets bounced. Riddler. Alright, that seems good to me. Yeah, we're not even doing anything. We can float blue. Nah, it's fine. Just add this, play another speaker. And Sunderflock them. Next turn again. Sunderflock. Sunderflock Formidable Speaker is like Squadron Hawk. I don't know if you were there for the Squadron Hawk days. But each one just gets another Hawk. Speaker's great. 1 second, guys. Okay. We back. We are back. Could even done. I could have floated a green or whatever, but me. Yeah. Here comes the scoop. Too easy. Okay. Post board. Deadly cover up hexes. Maybe Glarb. I feel like Glarb is just a good card when an opponent has like graveyard hate. It just slows down the game. Could probably take a Wistfulness out. Maybe one Kavaero. These deadly cover-ups don't really seem that great. We just don't have space for them. Like, they seem good, but in a 63 card deck, like, what am I taking out? Am I taking out Not Dead After All? Just fully making our deck not relevant when it comes to graveyard? Need to keep cover-ups to see opponent's deck in all its glory. That's fair. I think you need these. I don't think I can go down to 2 Wistfulness. I can just trim more Kavaeros, maybe. They're gonna have the Keen-Eyed. Maybe we do like this. Maybe when you're bringing in Deadly Cover-Up, you just don't need to scam any elementals. You somewhat lack the card advantage to play Deadly with creatures. That's fair. But I mean, you're supposed to play Deadly when it's like really good. Maybe you only need 2 copies of Deadly Cover Up. We're heading to the 1 hour mark. 1 Cover Up, 1 Riddler. Seems fine. You already have 2 Riddlers in the sideboard though. 2 copies in a Winter Night, perhaps, for when you want to be a bit more grindy. Definitely could add a Winter Night Stories to the deck. I could see it. I feel like the Overlord is maybe not needed. Sure. Am I gonna play Sultai? I have not decided yet. But this is going well, I'll just say that. What? Did our opponent sideboard into Dimir? Is our opponent playing half Dimir, half okay, that is... This was in fact a Cub deck. I guess we'll take bats. Transitional 5. I mean, they did go Botanical Sanctum. It would be pretty sick if they went... Yeah, sure. That's a pretty good draw for them. Pretty good draw for me. We discard a singular Kavaero and find a... Oh, maybe I should have grabbed a frog on this, actually, instead of elemental. I mean, we can still pay for it, so it's fine. Maybe just Glarb time. I'm feeling like a Glarb moment. Feeling a Glarb here. It's not a transformational sideboard. They're playing the exact same cards. 1 bat to tutor 4, probably. Oh, you do get to draw some cards. But so do we with Glarb. We Glarb in here. Tactics. Might need an upkeep stop. Immediate Glarb reward. We did get rewarded. It's true. It's true. It's true. Sorcery instant, creature, no land. Guess I'll draw it. Let's activate. Trying to find some lands here. Formidable Speaker, Tactics, maybe just land for Speaker plus Bitter Triumph on the Riddler. Are they gone? Are they gone? Shuffling first with Speaker could have been okay. But then it uses our mana, so we can still hit. Like we can hit a spell. I think it's fine to do it this way. Opponent switching personalities. Yeah, exactly, Buddha. Exactly. We just find Ygra. Alright, I don't know. I feel like they're gone, so... Which is a bit unfortunate for us, but... Ooh. Ding, ding, ding. It's a hit. I mean, whatever, they're gone. Cho, are you ready to play, or are you... Because they're done. It's gonna end like a minute. Let me know if you are ready. I really rather not play another one. I'd rather like theory craft more than play a ladder game right now. Alright, cool. I'll challenge you then when it's over. Oh, they're not done? They just exiled our card. Okay, they're still playing. I guess they were just in the bathroom or something. I accept. Accept. It's fine. Lupin! Thank you for the prime. Emptiness for the work. Keen-eyed. There's 2 right now. Sorcery creature. So there's an instant. Nice. Okay. Could just hardcast this, honestly. I say we... Oh, I can't... Why can't we hardcast it? Because we have 5 lands. That makes sense. Okay. I guess we won't hardcast it. What game is the sub alert clip from? It's me playing against Ben Stark at the World Championship. It's my lightning bolt. Most iconic play I've ever made, probably. Dude, Glarb is... Honestly, Glarb is Glarbin. Glarb is Glarbin. Nice. I wonder if I should have Bitter Triumph the Riddler in response. I probably should have. Oh. I guess we'll Bitter Triumph that. I could accidentally die here at some point. Maybe I probably should have discarded a card. It's okay. Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Oh, that kills me. Okay. I think I'm still fine. I mean, that's a 1 of Crater Hoof. Whatever. Glarb's still glarbed. Oh, nice. We even get to Wistfulness here. See ya. You've been scammed. Probably gonna have to speaker for Glarb if we're missing here on blue land. Yeah, our start's pretty nutty. Just missing a blue mana. Blooming Marsh is probably the worst land in the deck, but I don't. You could play one Secluded Courtyard if you wanted one more copy. It would make our Emptiness for double white a little bit better, but it would make Glarb a little bit worse. So. Wow, the 78 card deck missed the third land drop. And didn't play Cub. Big surprise. Alright. 67 cards left. True. Wait, so how many cards are they playing? It's actually 77. They went down one card. I guess they went one. I guess they're not playing 78 anymore. I wonder what card they took out. Maybe the fourth Cobb. Shahar, would one Vibrance over an Emptiness be good to go find land? I think we have less green sources, but we can take a look at it. Okay. Yeah, this person is a little annoying. I don't even know, I accidentally played the wrong one. I meant to play Glarb. And play the top land by whatever. C9 plus 1. No, they have, oh, right now they have 8 cards in hand, 66 cards, and 1 card in the graveyard. Oh, is there an exile card? Oh, there is. Oh yeah, no, they're on 78. No, they're just playing stock 78. Just went back and watched the start game. Very funny. Handed at 1 Restoration Angel, 4 Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that game was quite iconic for my career. It's also a game that I should never have won. Like, I was able to steal a game in a matchup that I was not favored in. Certainly not that game. Be a good troll to get #1 mythic with an 80 card deck and people with net deck. That's what happened, Cho. Somebody went and just like won the challenge, went like 9-1 or something, or 7-1 with a 78 card Cub deck, and people are just net decking. That is exactly what happened. I mean, they didn't go #1 mythic, but you don't really need #1 mythic to get people to net deck you. You can just, yeah, win a challenge or something. People will net deck anything. So, as long as it's new or different and it won, they're like, oh, trying it. Okay. Let's, before we just jump right into the game with Cho, let's see if there's something we want to change. Maybe the mana base.